Earlier today, Minnesota Attorney General Keith Ellison announced a lawsuit against TikTok, the popular social media platform that some say is addicting to young users. In a press conference this morning, Ellison claimed that TikTok purposely designs features that result in teens excessively using that app for the company's financial gain. He also raised red flags on other features, including the app's live feature, saying the platform could expose young users to sexual and financial exploitation. Here with us to share more about this lawsuit is the man who filed it, Minnesota Attorney General Keith Ellison. Attorney General Ellison, good to see you again. What ultimately pushed you to file this lawsuit, and how much of that decision was influenced by conversations maybe you had with parents and educators out there?
Well, what influenced us to file this lawsuit is care of children. Our young people of this state are precious to us, and I've heard from many parents, even teachers and others, who look after our kids and try to help them become stronger, better adults, that the influence of social media is just really hard on their development, and TikTok is one of the worst. I mean, these folks have designed an algorithm which is tailor-made to capturing the attention of young people. The science is behind it, and they're putting it to use against our kids to make them just continually focus on this TikTok algorithm, which will channel material to them, often of the most extreme, most clickable type, much of which is really unhealthy.
And then what penalties or reforms would you like to see be handed down if you do end up winning this lawsuit?
Well, I want to make, first of all, they have to comply with Minnesota law. Minnesota law requires that if you're engaging in monetary transactions, you must file and register with the Department of Commerce. They will require that you abide by their requirements. And now, at this point, TikTok isn't doing so. And so what happens is that if you're on TikTok, there is a streaming service where you can confer monetary awards in the form of appreciation and because, basically tips if people like what they're watching, and they're not registered with us, and they have to do so. They have to do so so we can safeguard the public's interests and safeguard young people in particular. So they've got to comply with Minnesota law. They've got to stop engaging in omissions and misleading conduct, which we believe and argue their algorithms do. They lure people in with the false idea that you're just looking at information, but what they're really doing is trying to addict you. This is like virtual nicotine. It is a very attractive, hard for adults to put down. I mean, you probably met plenty of people who can't put that phone down, but for a young person who's in the middle of developing their personality, it's absolutely addictive. And we've seen a lot of really troublesome behavior, and it's reported by parents, it's reported by teachers. So that's what we're looking for. We're looking for financial compensation for the wrong that they've done, and we're looking for them to enjoin and otherwise stop doing these things that are wrong.
Good to know. Minnesota Attorney General Keith Ellison joining us here on First Alert at 4. Attorney General, thanks again for your time and for sharing more about this lawsuit with our viewers today.
Happy to. Thank you.